Bum 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 bum, a clang lang lang, a ding along ding dong blue, blue blue.
Hold up the car, stop the traffic, get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
Rock and roll is here to stay, he'll never let it die. Right here on the radio, that's the reason why. It's Mickey for you and he'll go down in history.
You're with Mickey B, and you're on the Jukebox Review right here on MadhouseTV.com. Another Tuesday night between 8 and 9 o'clock as we relive the memories of rock and roll history. And, of course, my co-host for the evening, Paul Arante, the music historian. Paulie, always a pleasure to see you.
Mickey. We're going to have some fun tonight.
Look at this
right?
tonight. Would you believe this is what I'm wearing?
Very casual
I
tonight.
mean,
short sleeve
New
shirts and
York
everything.
City, like 77 degrees
Beautiful
today,
day
right?
today. But look where we are now.
Right down in Florida.
We're
We
in
flew down here
Florida.
with Frankie D down in Florida.
That's right.
Frankie is doing a car show.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's at the car show, so he couldn't be with us tonight.
Well, we brought Florida with us. So
We
there
got
you
it
go.
anyway. Now, let me tell you something. You know,
Yes.
when I wear these shirts, see,
Mhm.
you're wearing that?
Yes, yes.
Reminds me of the hot summer nights when I was a kid.
Uh-huh.
Used to go on the street corners of the city, right next to a candy store, which is called Honeycomb.
Right.
71st Casino Boulevard. And everybody would come down there, and we'd all meet, and we'd start to sing a cappella music.
Right, because that's what it was back then.
That's what it was. Any of the songs that were on radio that we heard, like Dum Doobie Dum, well, we would sing it by the tokens.
Right.
Or maybe songs like Life Could Be a Dream, Life Could Be a Dream, right? Or anything like that, you know?
Right.
Dum Doobie Dum, whoa, was another big one with the tokens, a great song. And Big Girls Don't Cry.
Cry.
It's a mixture of 50s and 60s music. In the still.
Right, a lot of music to choose from
Everybody
to
was singing
sing.
it.
Yeah,
But you
sure.
didn't have that opportunity, Paul, because you're
No,
young.
I'm a little younger, but I know and heard stories.
Yeah, about it, right?
Exactly.
So some of the great groups that we're going to feature today are the a cappella groups that were around then, and some of them even now.
Right, exactly.
Now, the grandfather of a cappella,
Yes.
which we had spoken to about last week when Ron Luxembourg was here,
Right.
was a group called the Persuasions.
Persuasions.
But we're going to do them a little bit later on. But the group that you're going to do right now is the Persuasions?
Yes, we're going to do the Persuasions.
Oh, we are going to
first
do the
because
Persuasions. Go ahead.
you saw the Persuasions. I was with them this past weekend in Massachusetts.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I went to the Doo-Wop Hall of Fame of America show,
Uh-huh,
put on by Harvey Robbins.
right?
And it was a great show. You had Kathy Young and the Innocents there. You had the Clovers, who were excellent.
Great
It was
group.
good to see
Poison
them.
Ivy. Not Poison Ivy. Yeah.
Love Potion
Love
number,
Potion
number 9.
It's almost close enough.
It is,
The
it is
coasters,
close
yeah.
enough.
Uh-huh.
Who else was there? Oh, Bruno Mars' father, Pete Hernandez, but a duo group in Hawaii called the Love Notes. He was there. Jackie Wilson's son, Bobby Brooks Wilson.
Now,
who
he
was-
is great. He looks like Jackie Wilson.
It was like you saw Jackie Wilson on stage.
He
It was
sounds like Jackie
unbelievable.
Wilson. He has the moves of
Like
Jackie
Jackie
Wilson.
Wilson.
He's a little bit taller. than
Yep,
his
that's the
father.
only difference.
Yeah, yeah.
And the Shades of Blue from Detroit, they
They're a
were
great group.
excellent too.
That's-
Oh, how happy
Oh, how happy. I heard they're fabulous.
they are. Really
real
put on
good
a hell of a
group,
good
yeah.
show. But the Persuasions opened up the show because what better way to start a show than with the Kings of Acapella, like you said, the grandfathers of Acapella and Persuasions.
Tell me a little bit about what we're going to see.
Okay, this is a clip from 1971 from the TV show, and the Persuasions doing a great oldies medley of all different classic doo-wop songs.
You all set?
Yep, it's all
Let's
set.
go to Street Corners, but this time it's with the Persuasions.
I'm through with my old love. I love her through and through. I'm searching for a new love. Can that new love be you? Sincerely. I know. Oh, you know I love you. I know. I'll do anything for you, baby. I know. Please say you'll be mine. Oh, you're so far away. You're 1,000 miles away. Remember you by. Try your eyes. Daddy's coming home soon. Bye-bye, baby, moving down the line.
Well, there goes the train, taking my baby away. I feel so bad I could cry. Feel so bad I could cry. Oh, oh, there goes the train, taking my baby away. I feel so bad I could cry.
Bye-bye, baby, moving down the line.
Now they up and come and beat up, but my real name is Billy Earl.
Bye-bye, Judy. Bye-bye,
Now they
Judy.
up and come and beat up, but my real name is Mr. Earl. My house, now they up and come and beat up, 'cause I'm always a pretty girl.
Bye-bye, Judy. Bye-bye, Judy.
Well, now some call me Joe, some call me Mo, some call me Speedo. I don't know. Now they call me Speedo, but my name is Earl, Mr. Earl. Well, now they up and come and beat up, but my real name is Mr. Earl.
You told me that you do it. I could you made do it. But now you kind of do it. You're gonna put me over on you. Don't do it. 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 You're still a thought said and done, pretending that you're still around. Those only good girls were put together.
Well, I love the sound of the Persuasions.
What
These
a-
guys great, huh?
They're the best.
I mean, they're great. And look how they put all those songs together, a medley of those.
And it was a quick, very quickly, the songs flowed
Yeah.
into each other very, very well.
Just amazing.
And the other thing about the Persuasions, they sung every kind of music. From Frank Zappa
Yep.
to the Grateful Dead to some Jewish songs they did, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Christmas music, Fats Domino, the Impressions, the Temptations, they covered it all.
You know, when we talk about Jewish music, I was talking with the Flamingos.
Okay, Terry Johnson.
Terry Johnson. And we were sitting backstage one time, and Terry Johnson's Jewish.
Right.
The whole,
yeah.
the whole group
was
black
Jewish, yeah.
group, right?
Right.
So I'm talking to him. I said, "You know some Jewish songs?" I said, "Of course I know. Let's do them." And we're singing back there with the Flamingos, a little Havana, you know. But talk about different ethnicities, right?
ethnicities,
We
yeah.
just did a show Saturday night, which was
Yes.
called Everything's Italian. I mean, if you missed that show and we do it again, you better get in there and see it. People walk out and say, the best show they've ever seen.
Wow.
It was just fabulous. We had Johnny Tarangelo,
Right.
who does the voices. There's a screen behind him of Bobby Darin and Sinatra. And
Oh,
everything.
wow.
He was great. We had comedian star Mr. Jackie
Oh, he's
Fontana.
funny.
He is funny. Everybody's laughing from beginning to end. Teresa McLean, you can't beat her.
No.
She sings. And an amazing thing, she's an Irish girl that sings
Right,
Italian.
right.
The Italian people tell me impeccable.
Wow.
How good her Italian is.
Well, that's great.
She was great. And what do you say about Amy Stewart?
Of course.
Together. They did songs that were tremendous. What was that noise?
I don't know.
It sounds like there's radar in here or something. But that's how good that show was Saturday night at the Belmore Theater. So make sure you check out the shows. We got something coming up on November the 8th. That's next, right? We have a Disco Explosion
Yes.
show. So anybody who loves disco, we got Frangelay coming in. We have a group called The Dancing Machine. It's made up,
tremendous.
yeah, it's made up of 11 pieces, disco group. We have also, let me see,
Vanessa Ortiz?
yeah, we have Nicole Vanessa Ortiz, who's the winner of the Apollo Theater. She also won the Debbie Williams Great Voice, and she also won the Empire Casino. She's going to be saluting the divas of disco. And then we have Phil Francavilla, the #1 John Travolta lookalike.
Right. That's
He
it.
gets out on the floor, he does the whole thing.
He's
with
great.
everybody.
He's
great.
he's hysterical, yeah.
DJ Joey's going to be there with Mickey B, and it's going to be great. You can call for tickets 516-822-9612. All right, that's 516-822-9612 for all our upcoming shows. Paulie, tell us about the Encounters.
Probably the #1 a cappella group on Long Island.
Absolutely.
Something about the Encounters, Mickey. They're one of the few a cappella groups to start out as an original group back in the 60s.
With a song called
Don't Stop on
yeah.
Swan Records.
Swan Records, Philadelphia at the time, and of course Pete Malazzo.
He was an original member.
Original
of the
member of
Encounters.
that.
He's still with them now.
And these guys are great. I mean, made up of course, Hutch. We
Right.
call him Hutch.
Hutch, you have the bass,
Pete Bolo.
Pete
Di
Benedetto.
It's hard to say that word, right? Di
Then you
Benedetto.
got Cal Lang
Yeah,
and
Cal.
Steve Hirschhorn and the
Yeah,
Encounters nowadays.
and they're great. They must have made about 7 to 10 CDs
Yes.
already, or been
And
on
they
there.
do all good, obscure stuff that most groups don't do. Now, here's a clip of them at UGHA,
Right.
which was one of the greatest places ever when you want to see a cappella with Ronnie
If anybody
Allen
doesn't
still
know that
alive.
name, United Group Harmony Association, right? And they're doing a song called Zuzu.
Yes,
that
great
the,
song.
The Bonnevils did.
Right, a group out of Brooklyn.
But this time they do it a cappella style, from the bass to the lead. They're magnificent. Here's the Encounters.
And to the Doo-Wop Cafe out there. That's it, man. That's it. If you guys haven't tuned in your internet radio to Doo-Wop Cafe, you're missing something. You got some of the greatest stuff, greatest sounds in the world. On a street corner in Brooklyn, a long, long time ago. Bang, 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 bang. Do, do, do. Zoo, 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 ah, do, 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 zoo, zoo, zoo. Ba, do, 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 zoo, 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 ah, do, 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 zoo, zoo, zoo. Ba, do, 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 zoo, 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 ah, do, 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 zoo, zoo, zoo. Ba, do, yeah. Zoo, 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 ah, ba, do, do, zoo, zoo, zoo. Ba, do, 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 zoo, 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 ah, do, 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 zoo. Thank you. Thank you.
Encounters.
Ready out.
Wonderful.
The great sound of the Encounters. What a sound. And Hutch
What a falsetto, boy.
hitting that falsetto, it's unbelievable.
Great, great
There were really
singer.
some great groups out
Oh.
there, you know, that people don't see. And of course, they're traveling around. They're in Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Yes, Philadelphia, very, very big
Uh,
in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
the
if you haven't seen them,
Encounters
make sure you catch the Encounters. And of course, out here, we just had them at the Patchogue Theater.
Right.
In Eisenhower Park this summer. And we'll be using them in the future.
I know we
some
sure
more
will
of that,
be.
yeah. But, Paulie, what was the first group? I mean, you were a guy who didn't grow up in this music. What was
Right.
the first a cappella group you heard?
Believe it or not, it's a group that we're going to see a little bit later on in the show, which is the Delmonicos.
Oh, no, and they're at
If
Jersey.
you remember, when I was a kid, I say it like I'm not still a
Yeah.
kid, but when I first started going to oldie shows when I was about 12, 13 years old, I used to go to the Radio City New York World Doo-Wop shows that Tony DeLore and Frank DeLonge used to produce.
Mm-hmm.
And the first group that I saw was the Delmonicos.
That was a group. And they did a lot of CDs.
Oh, with a tremendous sound. They rival the Encounters. Not with the falsetto, they both have a big sound with big chords and big harmony, as we'll see later on.
And we got to thank, of course, the late great Ronnie I.
Yes,
for doing so
exposing
much
us
for
to all
this
these
for
groups.
this music.
A lot of these other clips you're going to see are related to Ronnie on UGHA and Tonight Show.
Yeah, that's great. Well, here's a group that's been with Ronnie.
Yes,
many,
a
many
group
times.
who he got started. A group out of Jersey City called Choice.
Yeah.
Another group like the Encounters that always picks obscure stuff that you never hear by other groups. Now, this is a great song done by Ray Powell and the Wanderers. He's one of the
Now,
greatest.
you know I love Ray Powell.
I know you do.
The Wanderers is one of the greatest unrated,
Yes.
groups of all time. I mean, Ray Powell has to be one of the top 3 in the
Lead
business.
singers.
Lead
Oh,
singers.
tremendous,
Yeah.
tremendous guy.
I was with Ray Powell in the Catskill Mountains in the year of about 1961
Wow.
when I heard him do, I forgot what the name of the song was.
They were on NGM Records at the time. They
Yeah,
did For
yeah.
Your Love. They had 10.
They did For Your Love and Tell Me Where Can I Go.
That's a great song.
Tell me
too.
where can I go.
And they
Yeah.
have beautiful arrangements, too.
Yeah, that was really tremendous. Anyway, let's go back to
This
Choice.
song here
Tell us about it.
is an up-tempo song they did,
Mm-hmm.
which was right around the same time they did other songs. It's a song called A Little Too Long. And it's with a different sound for the Wanderers, but Choice does it and makes it their own. Again, this is at a UGHA event,
Okay.
and this is Choice from Jersey City.
Let's listen to him right now. Take a look at this.
Hey, let me tell you something. They're rushing us out of here, so let's get busy. Come on, let's feel it. Come on. I've been dreaming about your romance, and from the way it looks, I haven't got a chance. Though it hurts me and it's such a shame, I know I've got no one but myself to blame. I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
A little too long, I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
Little too long to tell you of my love. Tell you of my love. My love waiting a little too long. I remember when you stayed at a home and you used to wait for me to call you on the phone. All I had to do was drop a dime, but foolishly I never seemed to have the time. I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
A little too long, I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
A little too long to tell you of my love. Tell you of my love. My love waiting a little too long. Well, now I want you in my arms again. I wanna tell you things I should have told you then. But I hear that it can never be, because you're true to him and you forgot me. I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
A little too long, I kept you waiting.
Oh yeah.
A little too long to tell you of my love. Tell you of my love. I got you waiting a little too long. My love. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we're Choice from Jersey City, New Jersey. We love you. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Dr. Tom Dow. We have a multidisciplinary practice in Melville and Ronkonkoma, New York, and we treat patients with many, many different conditions, from newborns through geriatric patients with numerous different techniques. There's a technique and a type of treatment for every class of patient. We have them all here. Here's my son Thomas, also a doctor of chiropractic, working on one of our patients' cervical spine. This patient has had chronic neck pain for many, many, many years, has been to a multitude of different practitioners with little or no response. And with our specialized techniques, she has improved tremendously and continues to improve on a daily basis. We have two practices, one in Melville and one in Ronkonkoma, New York. We are a multidiscipline chiropractic office. What that means is we have chiropractors, massage therapists, acupuncturists, psychologists, all working as a team and a network of outside professionals such as orthopedists and neurologists that we work hand in hand with to help determine what your injuries are and the best way to treat your injuries. I have the great pleasure of having my son in practice with me. We work hand in hand, father and son, to give our patients the best care possible, and a staff which is loving, caring, and you'll never have to wait at all in our office for service. Many times patients come into our office and they have what's called a soft tissue injury. Soft tissue injuries are like scars inside your body. If you've ever been cut on the outside of your body, you get a scar. The same thing happens inside of your body to your muscles and ligaments. So our job is to determine where those are, stretch the muscles, adjust the vertebra back into their correct position, and then refortify the normal structure with exercise. That's what we do best, and I hope someday you'll come see us at one of our two offices. Thank you.
We're back here with the Prince of Rock and Roll on Mickey B's Jukebox Review on MadhouseTV.com. Tuesday nights, Paul. They always a little fun, right? 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, and of course, a lot of people watching us here.
Yes, they do all over the country.
You look like me now, nice and relaxed here
Yes.
in front of our water here. We're going to take a little dip.
We're going to take a little
afterwards,
dip during the next commercial.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wonder if the guys were singing doo-wop down in Florida back in those days, you know? It was mostly in the north, I think.
It was mostly your urban cities.
Yeah, the urban cities, yeah. Yeah, we really started over here. California had it also.
Oh, they had a lot of groups.
Chicago,
California,
Detroit,
Chicago,
yeah.
Detroit, all the big major cities.
Philly, Baltimore, Washington, all the way down the coastline.
Right.
And I always remember, like I was talking about, when we were singing
Mm-hmm.
with Paul Simon, we never had Paul really sing with us on the street corners. Me, Marty Cooper, Howie Beck, Harvey Burak, a guy named Phil Needleman. We all sang on the corners and doing all these
Different
songs.
things, right.
Then we went into the studio. Now, we didn't really record an a cappella song.
No, you didn't.
We always had bands behind
right.
us. Yeah, we were not a cappella group. Even though we did a cappella in the corner, we went in
Most
and recorded.
people, nobody recorded a cappella back then.
No, they didn't really do it. But they were groups. They did some singing.
Yeah, but not
You know.
major, nothing
Yeah,
major.
no major group with an a cappella recording at that time. Now, this is a great group.
Yes, it is.
Younger Days. Why? Joe Marioni, who was part of Younger Days, is
Right.
today a guy who's promoting
A lot of shows in
producing the
Florida.
shows. He sang with the Flamingos.
For a long time, yeah.
He
The
sang
Mystics.
a little bit with the Mystics, and today he's doing these shows. And of course, Younger Days was a great group. Tell us about the members of the group.
Well, Younger Days was great because they were all young people at the time. They were all teenagers.
Mm-hmm.
This is back in the 90s.
Right.
And it was Joe's idea to put this together. He got his cousin Tommy.
Siganalfi.
Right, a fellow named Gordon, and a guy
Right.
named Mike who was the bass.
Yeah.
And this girl, Edie Fuentes, who was absolutely
Great singer,
outrageous.
too. Yeah.
A beautiful girl, too. And they had a really nice sound. It was a really good fit with them.
They did a song
And-
called In My Younger Days, too.
That's right.
Which was what, the Monarchs?
The Monarchs
Yeah.
did that originally.
Uh-huh.
And the nice thing about them was that they really put a lot of hard work into duplicating the sound of the groups. Joe was a really good group leader, and the group learned the songs. Even though they're young, they did a really good job on them. And because you had Edie, they did a lot of songs by the teenagers and the Kodaks and the schoolboys and the students and the teen chords.
Now, Joey, the other day, backed up Kid Kyle
Right.
on his album.
Great album, by the way.
Two different cuts, yeah. Catch them, too. Well, here's what we're going to do. Let's go back with Younger Days,
With Little Boy and Girl.
a song originally recorded by the Kodaks. Catch it.
Little boy and little boy and
Little boy and girl, little boy and girl, oh, little boy and girl.
boy. I really think it's great, for this is our first love. I really, truly first love. Little girl says, boy, I'm happy as can be. This really is our joy. Oh, you belong to me, for this is our first love. I really, truly first love. Want your kissing.
Oh, baby, no, reminiscing, baby.
Hey, girl, I love you. Hey, little boy, I love you too. Little boy and girl, we're walking hand in hand. Little girl says, boy, I really think it's great, for this is our first love. I really, truly first love. Want your kissing.
Oh, baby, no, reminiscing, baby.
Hey, girl, I love you. Hey, little boy, I love you too. Little boy and girl, we're walking hand in hand. Little girl said, boy, I really think it's great, for this is our first love. I really, truly first love.
Little boy and girl. Little boy and girl.
Edie Fuentes and, of course, Younger Days. What a sound.
Yep, what a great sound.
I mean,
they
a
had.
tremendous sound. It sounded like the Kodaks themselves, right?
Exactly, she did a great
That-
job.
Great acapella. I love those groups.
And
of course,
again, that was a UGA. That was at a UGHA show too.
and now this is a group that comes 20 years later. I mean,
Right,
after everything
at least
started.
20
They were
years
kids.
later, yeah.
I introduced Joey on my show on the WGBB, 1240 on the AM, and brought the group on.
Right,
on the show.
in the 90s.
26 years, we had all of these groups on.
Oh,
And you got to thank
many
guys
more.
like, of course, Don K. Reed and the Doo-Wop Shop.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And guys all over the country. that
Harvey
did this
Holiday
music.
in
Harvey
Philadelphia,
Holiday.
who kept it going
Yep,
for
yep,
many, many
absolutely.
years as well.
Now, also, Paulie, when we talk about this kind of music, we always thought about who could sing what part, you know?
Right.
4 guys would come down and start to say, well, what part do you do? I don't know what I am. So, let me hear you sing. Oh, you're the baritone, you know?
Right,
This
right,
guy was a
right,
little bit
right,
higher,
right.
he became the second tenor.
Right.
Some of the guys didn't even know what they were. And the third one was the tenor.
Right.
And then the
The
fourth was the
bass,
bass, and then the lead singer.
right.
And that's how you did it. Sometimes you had 2 guys doing the same parts because they were the same voice. That guy was out of the group. He had to go find another group, you know? That's what it's about. But the Delmonicos, is that what we're going to hear next?
Yes, like
the
I
Delmonicos?
said,
Let's talk
the
about
first
it.
group that I ever saw, a cappella group that I saw live. Actually, no, you know what? I'm wrong. The first a cappella group I saw live is the group we're going to see the next clip, which is 14 Karat Soul. Delmonicos is the second a cappella group that I saw live. Now, again, like I said, like the Encounters, they have a big sound. They sing with big harmony. And the lead singer, Joe Cariotti, you'll hear, great voice. The bass, Gary Knight. The second tenor, Nick DeBoni, passed away. The first tenor, Manny Giss, he's still around. And the baritone, Bobby Blue, still sings with groups and stuff. And they had a
Yeah.
great sound. And they covered a lot of songs by the Platters, the Dubs, the Drifters, the Dominoes. Those are the stuff that the Delmonicos are known for. But here's them doing a great version of the Platters' My Prayer.
Here it is.
You can start with the bagpipe.
When the twilight is gone, and no songbirds are singing. When the twilight is gone, you come into my heart, and here in my heart you will stay while I pray. How's that for a piano? My prayer is to linger with you at the end of the day. in a dream that's divine. My prayer is to rapture in blue, with the words far away, and your lips close to mine. Oh, tell me the word that I'm longing to know. My prayer, and the answer you give, may they still be the same. For as long as we live, that you'll always be there. At the end of my prayer. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A number one hit record for the Platters. And of
Yes.
course, Joe Cariotti does it so magnificently with a group called the Delmonicas.
Right, what a great
Do you hear that
sound.
bass on that sound?
Gary Knight, what a great bass singer, yeah.
People don't even recognize that there's no music behind it. When you've got a great a cappella group, the chords sound so full that you think there's music playing
Right,
behind
I've
it,
seen
right?
many groups like that over
They're
the
tremendous,
years, right.
absolutely tremendous. I mean, you talk about, the Ink Spots. I mean, a lot of people say the Ink Spots. Ink Spots had music behind it.
Yes, but it was very subdued music.
But they had that flavor, like an a cappella kind of sound.
They did.
And then they did that talking in between.
Yeah, the bass singer, Happy Jones was his name.
Happy
the
Jones
original
with that
singer,
bass,
yeah.
right? Yeah, that was another great group but they didn't
They
do
started in the 30s.
in the,
And a lot of those songs, like, they did the original version of My Prayer before the Platters did it.
Who?
The Ink Spots
The
did
Ink
it
Spots did
first.
it, yeah. It's amazing, see? Find out all the history of rock and roll right
Yep.
there. Now, this next group,
Um,
I had them many times on my radio show. They were a great group. They came from, of course, New Jersey,
they came from Orange, New Jersey.
right?
One of the youngest a cappella groups. They were all teenagers when they started out this was in the early 80s.
And one of the
14
best
Karat
groups
Soul.
that you could ever hear.
Oh, by far.
Not only did they sing in this country, but they became so big in Japan
Yes.
that they spent years
Years in
singing
Japan.
over there in Japan.
And they recorded a lot of original songs in Japan, too.
Mm-hmm.
And also, another thing, they were also on Sesame Street for a few years, too.
Oh, yeah? Did they do
They,
the,
they were on Sesame Street for
Yeah.
a few years as well.
All right, well,
But
let's...
wait, let me tell you something. For like 2 years, they were like the #1 selling group, singing group in Japan of all kinds of music. There was just something about their style that the Japanese just picked up on and just loved.
Now, let me ask you this. This song that we're going to hear
Yes.
is a song that Sam Cooke did?
Yes,
Wonderful World?
right.
But by 14 Karat Soul.
Right. This was done more recently. This is a more recent incarnation of the group. But they had a great style and a great sound.
All right.
And this is a music video of the song, too.
You all set to listen
Yes.
to this? 14 Karat Soul.
Bum bum badum badum. Bum 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 badum badum. Bum 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 bum.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. And don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. Don't know much about geography. and don't know much trigonometry. Don't know much about algebra, and don't know what a slide rule is for. But I do know 1 and 1 is 2. And if this one could be with you, what a wonderful world this would be. Now, I don't claim to be an A student, but I'm trying to be. For maybe by being an A student, baby, I could win your love for me. I don't know much about history, don't know much biology, don't know much about a science book, and don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. La ta 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 ta, yeah. History, biology, la la ta 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 ta, yeah. Well, but I do know that I love you, and I know that if you love me too, what a wonderful world this would be. What a wonderful world this would be. What a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful world.
Are you planning an event and want to include entertainment, but you're not sure where to turn? Act1Entertainment.net has provided over 1,500 events with quality, affordable live entertainment at private parties, corporate affairs, festivals, bike rallies, and more. Act 1 will fit into your budget. They're friendly, reliable, and do all the legwork for you. They take all major credit cards. Log on to Act1Entertainment.net for a free, no-obligation price quote, or call 631-758-3505 for a brochure. You'll be happy you...
We're back right here on the Mickey B Jukebox Review on MadhouseTV.com every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 o'clock. Paul, we relive those great memories of rock and roll music. A lot of times we feature some years, like 1961,
Yes.
1960. Sometimes we feature some of the groups from a certain area. Sometimes it can be female groups and male
Right, we
groups.
do all different kinds of things.
And tonight we're featuring the a cappella sounds of the street.
Right.
All right? We played some clips here of the Persuasions, the Encounters, Choice, Younger Days, the Romanicos, 14 Karat Soul. Tell me about this group called Quiet Storm.
A group from Philadelphia. Excellent, excellent group. They're very, very popular in Philadelphia and in New York. And they do, again, a group that does different kinds of songs. And they do some more of the soul and R&B type songs.
Mm-hmm.
But the song in this clip is actually a doo-wop song. It's actually a very interesting story about this song. The name of the song is called You're Mine. It was originally done in the 50s by Dean Barlow and the Crickets,
Yep.
a group out of the Bronx, New York, Morrisania.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the early 60s, the Vibrations took the song, totally rearranged it. You know, you would never know it was the same song unless you would listen to it. They took different chord changes, different backgrounds. In fact, the Vibrations took the background from a Shepherd in the Limelight song called What Did Daddy Do?
Love that
The
song.
Walla Walla Wop
Yeah.
Wop, and incorporate into their version of Your Mind. So Quiet Storm does the Vibrations version of Your Mind a cappella.
And putting it out Walla Walla Wop.
Yes,
in there.
exactly.
Without it, it would never be a hit record.
That's right.
All right? Here's Quiet Storm.
You know, baby, I'd like to tell you something. I'm yours, and you're mine. And you're the only one for me. You're the only one for me. So secret before, so secret before. Someone gave to me. Wander around in a land, not knowing just what to do. All at once, the moon came out. Always be in my heart. Do we?
You know, every time I hear a song like that, I always think one group is great, and then I hear one that sounds better than the
Yes.
next. The sound of their voice. I
Oh,
mean,
it's incredible,
that
right?
bass is unbelievable. Fills the whole entire room up.
It does not falsetto.
Quiet Storm.
Excellent,
These are guys-
excellent group.
We should be bringing these guys into the
We
New York
really
area.
should.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't live that far
let
away
some people
either.
see different people. Yeah, I love that sound. You know, talk about some of the shows that we are doing. At
Yes.
the Belmore Theater coming up on December 6th. I'm doing Rocking Around the Christmas Tree with
Christmas
Larry
show.
Chance and the Earls. Coming in with them will be, of course, Encore.
Okay.
Okay, they're great. Twin Gold. will
The
be
girls.
there. You'll see the girls wearing their Santa Claus hats. We just had a group called On the Teen Stations. They're marvelous. They're the 5 young girls.
They're
that
very
are-
good, yeah.
They're very good. And we'll be raising money for children's charities at that time. So for tickets, that's December the 6th at the Belmore Theater. With Rocking Around the Christmas Tree with Mickey B and our friends. So come on down, 516-822-9612, 516-822-9612. You'll have a great show. Holy, it's so thrilling when we hear these great
Isn't it
sounds
great?
of this a cappella. You know, a lot of people would say, a cappella, well, it has no music. It's not. but this could last. There was plenty of a cappella shows.
Yes.
A dear friend of ours, Randy
Randy
Bergen,
Bergen.
did them for years.
And you know what? A cappella allows the group to have a lot of creativity with a song.
Yes. We
And
could
add some
change
flavor to it, and add some flavor to it.
a different way of doing a song.
People get blown away sometimes if somebody comes out a cappella song and it's a different arrangement. People are like, wow, I can't believe the
Absolutely.
group did that song like
Absolutely. You know, Dion did an a cappella
that.
song.
Oh, it was great.
Which
yeah.
is the one with that? Was,
Shoe Bop.
Shoe Bop is, it's got music behind it, but he did Behind Susan's Eyes or I forgot what it was. It'll come back. There's a lot of great groups that did some great a cappella
Right.
songs. Now, tell me a little bit about the next one, the
Okay, this
Nutmegs.
is a very interesting clip. This is Harold James,
Harold James.
who the original lead singer of the Nutmegs was Leroy Griffin. He passed away. Harold James came into the group.
Took it over.
It was the 4 original members and Harold. Now, in the mid-'60s, the Nutmegs were the first name group to record an a cappella album.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they had big hit Story Untold, Trip of Love,
Yep.
down in Mexico. But then they took these songs they were their own, recorded them a cappella, and they became hits. Now, in this clip, again, it's UGHA. The Larkings, who were a very big group from UGHA, Warren Tesoro sang with them, and B.J. Jones is the bass. And here they are backing up Harold James as the Nutmegs, doing an a
Now,
cappella medley.
Before we do that, you
Yeah.
mentioned Warren Tesoro.
Yes.
I want to give him a big compliment. He sings today with the Accords and many other groups.
Yes.
But Warren also does something on Sundays
Yes.
at different places. Tell us a little bit
In
about
fact,
that.
this coming Sunday, at a place called Crazy Willie's on Jamaica Avenue in Richmond Hill, it's a big doo-wop get-together. He has anybody want to come and sing, he allows them to come and sing. Like this Sunday, a group, Warren, in fact, one of Warren's original groups, the Grand Central Echoes, are performing, and the group called the Shades of Soul, and a couple of other surprises that are coming by, but it's a really, really nice thing. It's Crazy Willie's on Jamaica Avenue in Richmond Hill.
We want to thank guys like Warren Tesoro
Yes.
that takes the time out to do this, to put together so people have a place to go on a Sunday, have
Right.
some fun, harmonize, and have some great food and drink, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's do it right now. Let's go back with the Nutmegs. Watch this one.
Please let me go. I'll sing tomorrow happily. I know you're crying. What you leading me to? So dry your eyes and smile. What you leading? 'Cause love cannot last forever. What you leading me to? Let me see you smile, girl. What makes my head go round? Oh, our love has ended. Yes, our love so true. I need you, darling. Yes, I love you. Gone is the time. When you were mine, I cried for you. Girl, I cried for you. Give me the key to the kingdom of your heart. Darling, say that we will never ever part. Open the door, say you'll be mine evermore. Hello, hello, hello. Please put my baby on Please put my baby on the line. It's been a long, long time since I've been with her. Oh, but now that she's gone, Lord, I don't know what to do. Hello, hello, hello. Please put my baby on the line. Hello. I haven't seen her for some time. Hello. Is something wrong? Is she alright? Well, please put my baby. Please put my baby.
Take your time, man. Lord have mercy.
Oh, please put my baby on the
Thank you very much.
What a great sound by the Nutmegs.
Yes, Harold James, the Larkins.
They
and the
just
Nutmegs, yep.
they came from Connecticut, didn't they?
Yep.
Connecticut. Now, also who came from Connecticut was
Fred Paris.
Fred Paris and the Five
Five
Satins.
Satins.
Yeah,
Another group came from Connecticut, Ruby Whittaker and the Chestnuts.
yeah, the Chestnuts. Yeah. What was the song they did? They had a,
Love is True was
Love
the
is
Ruby
True.
Whittaker and the Chestnuts.
Yeah.
They're from New Haven, all those people.
New Haven, Connecticut. I know. I always loved the Five Satins. You know.
Me too.
Five Satins had to do some acapella in the street
They
corners.
did. I'm sure they did.
Now we got another great show coming up for people who want to get tickets in advance.
Yes, a good doo-wop show, Mickey. a really good doo-wop show.
February 7th at the Patchogue Theater.
Yes.
Tell them about who's going to be there.
We got coming in from California, Rob Miranda and the Happenings.
They're great.
You got coming from Pittsburgh, the Marcells.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in from Virginia, you got the Jarmels.
With a little bit of soap.
Yes. You got Lenny Coco and the Chimes.
Always great.
You got the Fireflies.
Yep.
And you got the Bob Blue Wedding Day Boys, the Eternals.
The Eternals. The one that's interesting is Vito Balsamo.
Yes.
Because he's got himself and he got some other guys that
Well, it's a
joined
couple of
up with us.
originals.
A couple of original
Yep.
guys.
They're
And
gonna
they're
be
great.
great.
Gloria. Right now. Oh, bo, 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 bo.
Mickey, we
Yeah.
got to finish up the show here.
You know
now.
why? We got about 2 minutes to go. And I don't want to miss this group called Renaissance.
A group
Tell me
from
about
Los
them.
Angeles.
Yes.
I discovered them about 3 years ago. Excellent, excellent group of guys. Really New York type style street corner harmony. Here they are doing a great Drifters song, This Magic Moment.
Let's watch it.
You remember this? So different and so new. Oh, like any other. When I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too. By the look in your eyes, sweeter than wine, sweeter than wine, softer than a summer's softer than a summer. Everything I want, this magic moment, so different and so new. Oh, endeavor to be in love. This magic moment, this magic moment.
a great clip that was. And boy, as time goes by,
Yes.
when you're having fun.
Sure
Always
does.
a pleasure sharing the street corner with you. A
It
little
really was, Mickey.
acapella sound. Until the next time, from Mickey B.
Paul Arante.
And Frankie D down in Florida, there's only one thing I can say.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home. I hate to leave you, but I really must say,
Anyway, I got the cell phone.
good night, sweetheart. Good night.
Got a call coming in.
Good
from
night,
Hawaii.
sweetheart.
Yes, happy
Well,
birthday.
it's time to go home. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time
Yeah, let's do
to
that.
go
Love
home.
it. We were talking about it.
I
That was a
hate
nice
to
guy,
leave you.
Wait, did you talk
I
to him about Bruno?
really
Did you talk about
must
Bruno?
say, oh, good night.
Is he? Wait, that's where I came from.
I didn't even know that.
You have his number? His number? No. I
Well,
ain't gonna get him then.
it's 3 o'clock
Get his number.
in
Okay,
the
so
morning.
Let me ask you, did you speak to him about Bruno Mars?
Yeah.
What'd he say?
Baby,
What'd you ask him?
I just can't get right. Well, I hate to leave you, baby. Don't mean maybe, because I love you so.
Yeah, so make it about 50 million a year now.
Right?
Good night,
Take care of his own
sweetheart.
man.
Well,
Hip-hop.
it's time to go home.
Let's do it. You can do it.
Good
Yeah,
night,
let's go.
sweetheart. Well, it's time to go home.
Take off your mic.